But we do need to begin with our continuing coverage of breaking news this morning after a private hangar under construction collapsed near the Boise Airport.
Now, here's what the hangar looked like as of yesterday morning. There it is right there. You can see it's being built. And then you can see a picture of the collapsed structure right there. Just a pile of rubble, twisted metal. We've been following this story closely ever since it happened around 5 o'clock last night. This is what we know so far. Boise Fire says 3 people are dead, 9 others hurt. 5 of those 9 are in critical condition at local hospitals.
Our Hector Mendoza live right near the scene this morning. It happened near the Jackson Jet Center. Hector, it's just a horrible scene behind you there, but what have we learned since this happened last night?
I know that one of the things that was a big concern was just is it going to affect places in the airport, but this is separate from that. This is its own private hangar here, so that's something that people can keep in mind, is that it's not really going to affect any of the operations in the airport. But I am going to step aside for just a bit, just to show you what we can see here just up close. That cave-in right there with that hangar, with the crane that is there, just kind of collapsed, and all the damage that it caused. And we know that lots of people were injured. We had 3 fatalities, so just something that was just absolutely devastating. And Boise Fire Division Chief Aaron Hummel says that they found out about this collapse, like Justin said, around 5 o'clock. Here's video of the Jackson Jet Center hangar from a bit earlier. You can see dozens of emergency vehicles and first responders and steel on the ground. Again, the middle of that building caved in, and the Jet Center said it was a 39,000 square foot steel hangar.
Yeah, there was a large-scale collapse of the building, the framework of the building. I don't know what caused it, but I can tell you that it was a pretty global collapse that occurred. The main structural members came down. It was fairly catastrophic.
Boise Airport's director said that the project was in early stages and only framework was up. Hummel says initial reports stated 30 people were working in the area. Everyone in or around the collapsed area is accounted for. Boise Fire worked to reunite those people with their loved ones. Again, 3 people were killed and 9 were injured, with 5 in critical condition this morning. Boise Fire says their crews first on scene worked to stabilize the chaotic situation and rescued multiple victims.
That they were having to make just based on where some of the victims were located in the collapsed area. There was some type of hoist of some sort that they were elevated. They had to conduct some sort of a technical rescue to get them down.
Crews have been on scene all night long and are still here. There are still crew here. And again, Wright Street will be closed. So Maggie, Justin, we will continue to keep you guys informed and update you with more information as we get with it.
Just such a view, a devastating view behind you. Thank you for that, Hector. And St. Alphonsus did say emergency and trauma teams work closely with emergency first responders to provide immediate care and treat patients arriving from the scene. A St. Luke spokesperson said it is treating one of those people who was injured at their Boise Medical Center as well.
Now, neither Chief Hummel there nor the Jet Center said they know why the hangar collapsed yet. They did say, though, a crane that appeared to be involved in the project collapsed as well. And you saw that in the live shot there behind Hector, that crane sort of somewhat still standing, but also partially knocked over after that collapse. In a statement, a Jackson Jet Center spokesperson said, quote, "Our hearts go out to everyone affected by this horrific event, especially those with loved ones on site when this tragedy occurred. We are immensely grateful for the rapid and professional response of Boise Fire, Boise Police, and Ada County paramedics, along with the expert care of our area hospitals."
Now, crews have been on scene all night long. They are still there this morning. Wright Street will be closed today. So we'll continue to check in throughout this hour for you right here on Channel 7. We also have full coverage if you've missed any of this live report online right now at ktvb.com.
Yeah, and we also want to thank all of the first responders who helped people, truly saved lives last night. That includes Boise Fire, Gowan Field Fire Department, Boise Police, and also the Ada County paramedics.
And of course, the crews at our hospitals. We looked into City of Boise building permits, and we found the contractor on this project is Big D Builders. The Boise Airport posted on social media last night saying, quote, "We understand that neighbors on our airfield are suffering tonight after this incident. Our thoughts are with those involved and with their families."
Take a look. Here's another angle of the collapsed hangar from a viewer. Windy Albright as she was driving by relatively right after this happened. You can see again that devastation right there, the building just collapsing. You can also again see that crane that might have been involved in this somehow. We're still trying to figure that out. And again, investigators still say they don't know the cause of this quite yet.
Yes, they don't know if the crane took out the hangar or if the hangar somehow brought the crane down. But of course, investigators on scene today looking into that. More coverage on our website.